I'm Sanjay Uppal. I'm founder and CEO of VeloCloud, and now I run that business at VMware.
I'm Craig Connors. I'm the chief architect at VeloCloud, now part of VMware.
The first question is, how would you describe SD-WAN to someone that has zero knowledge in networking? Craig?
I think in our personal lives, just like in business, more and more apps are moving to the internet. Internet's becoming more and more important. And SD-WAN is a way for businesses to make sure that they can easily maintain consistent internet connectivity for all of those applications.
That's wonderful. So I have an analogy for people who are in the consumer space. When you look at music, what previously you used to do for people who are old enough, cassette tapes, CDs and LPs, now everything is done in software. So SD-WAN is the same. Networking used to be built with a lot of hardware, custom proprietary devices. Now it's all done in software, and that's why the term software-defined WAN.
Why will all enterprises eventually use SD-WAN?
So today we have the term SD-WAN. I think in a few years it's all just going to be WAN, but it's all going to be SD, and the reason is because everything's moving into software. And the benefits are so extreme. You get all the cost benefits, you get all this agility and flexibility. You can choose how your networking works. Just by simple changes in software, the network can behave exactly like how you want it to behave. So eventually, yes, all enterprises will move to SD-WAN.
I think all enterprises will eventually use SD-WAN because new applications are coming out every day, new protocols are coming out every day, and that's changing the way that networks are being used. SD-WAN gives us the flexibility to let the network adapt to the changing environment without requiring configuration changes like we used to have.
Why should companies choose VMware SD-WAN by VeloCloud over other SD-WAN solutions?
You know, VMware SD-WAN by VeloCloud is a unique architecture. We have this cloud gateway notion that other SD-WAN solutions don't have. As services are moving to the cloud, it provides a unique and flexible framework for accessing those applications in a way that no other solution provides.
I think the other benefits of VMware SD-WAN by VeloCloud, we are the best in supporting real-time applications, and a lot of applications are moving to real-time, whether it's voice, video, VDI, or now everything concerning the Internet of Things or IoT is moving to real-time. Secondly, we're the best in terms of giving you the on-ramp to the cloud. So as applications migrate to the cloud, whether it's public cloud or whether it's SaaS, you still have a hybrid cloud and then you have multi-cloud, and VMware SD-WAN by VeloCloud is the best on-ramp. And the third is that we've made this outcome-based, meaning that folks who are running these systems really want to prepare for what is the outcome they're trying to achieve. And our solution is the best in getting that done across all the other solutions that are available out there.
Are all gateways the same?
I love this question. So this question is really about an integral part of the VeloCloud architecture, what makes it unique. And this is our VeloCloud gateways. So we've sprinkled these gateways all around the globe. There's 2,000 of them at more than 120 points of presence. This is a bigger footprint than anyone else has. Now, when you look at what's inside the gateways, the way that they have been structured by us, it's a stateless design, it's horizontally scalable. You can add more services as you deploy these gateways, and these gateways federate with one another. So VeloCloud gateways federating with telco gateways. So short answer is absolutely not. All gateways are not the same. Our architecture right from the get-go has been built on these gateways, and this is the architecture that's going to get all the enterprises future-proofed as they deploy new applications.
That's right. I think a lot of companies are now putting gateways in the quote-unquote on-ramp to the cloud. But what's really important is how you get to that on-ramp. And with VMware SD-WAN by VeloCloud, we have our patented dynamic multipath optimization technology to make sure that you get to that gateway in a highly reliable, highly scalable way so that you have a quality connectivity all the way to the cloud, not just from the on-ramp to the cloud.
What does it really mean to be hyperscale ready in networking?
So hyperscale is an interesting term. I think there's two different aspects to scalability. One of them is just designing software that can scale horizontally, that can handle the increasing load of users and apps and traffic. But the other part of hyperscale for me comes from the experience of building the network, building those thousands of gateways, experiencing different types of customer topologies and applications, and learning lessons as you build that network out. That's part of hyperscale to me.
No, that's absolutely true. And the way that our customers would look at it is, can you have the same architecture continue to grow with you as you continue to add more sites? And then as you add more data, as you add more applications, can that same network architecture scale with you? So our VMware SD-WAN by VeloCloud today, just as an example, we can see 10 billion flow records a day from all of the deployments that we've done. We've also approaching 200,000 deployments across in terms of the number of sites. And this architecture continues to grow, and that's why we use the term hyperscale to describe it. How is the VeloCloud architecture relevant to SASE, which is the Secure Access Service Edge?
So the VeloCloud architecture is unique in that we were sort of, in the forefront of SASE. We have cloud-based orchestration. We have security integrated in the fabric. We have built an access layer to facilitate access to various clouds, as well as legacy sites. And I think if you look at the definition of SASE, that's kind of all of the key points that make up the definition.
Yes, that's quite true. I think we've been delivering SASE even before the term was coined, which is combining network services with network security as a service. And this footprint that we've talked about of these gateways that are globally distributed around the world at all the important points of presence allows us to add new services as you roll along in a secure fashion. And that global deployment at all these points of presence with both private and public peering getting into the public clouds and into the telco makes the VeloCloud gateway solution unique in terms of its ability to fit into the SASE model.
How does the VMware SD-WAN architecture support access for cloud services?
Yeah, that's a great question. So what we've discovered is that the scope of SD-WAN is broadening. It's no longer just going from a branch edge to a data center edge. It's everything now from the client through the cloud to a container. And when you look at that cloud portion, it's not just one cloud. It's actually a network of clouds. So there are services like security services, mid-mile services, transit services, analytics services, cloud exchange services. All of these services are intermediate services before you get to the destination cloud. And what VeloCloud does in its architecture, in its unique architecture, is our gateways steer the traffic through all of these cloud services and builds a network. And that network is built dynamically, on demand, based on business policy and WAN conditions. So our network of cloud services absolutely supported by the VeloCloud gateway, which again is a fulfillment of the SASE model.
Yeah, I think in addition to the things that we've built, dynamic multipath optimization, the gateways you just talked about, an important part of this access to these network of clouds is the ability of your SD-WAN solution to seamlessly interoperate with third-party networks, with IaaS, with security services in the cloud. And so our ability to do standard IPsec integration and routing in a flexible, compatible way with all of these various services that we've certified with is very important.
Well, thank you for listening. Those questions were excellent. And if you have any further questions, don't hesitate to send them to velocloud.com.